What's up, YouTube? I'm back. I'm back. So, what we're going to do today is try to get the best sublimation printing colors. So, someone did ask me about that in one of the comments, so I want to do it anyway because I've been looking at my own. And so, I have a Mac. So this is a new computer for me. So when I had my other, excuse me, I had an HP before. No issues whatsoever. Colors was on point. Then I got this, which it's a good computer. Let's not get it twisted. But my colors have been better, but I feel like they should be even better. Okay. So I'm going to go through again what I did previously, and then I'm obviously going to record because y'all know that's what I do. But also, I just bought Cosmos ink. So this is not me touting anybody. However, if you've been crafting and doing sublimation any amount of time, I'm pretty sure you've heard of Cosmos, right? And so they have the best ink. I actually saw someone last weekend before who uses Cosmos and went and bought it. The problem is the ink that I have in, the sub ink I have in now, it's already there. And I don't have time to be siphoning out ink. I'm just not doing it. So what I've resolved to do is to just print. So I did have a print at one point, and I'm sorry you're looking at the screen today, y'all. I'm dressed for the gym. I'm not camming up. I'm sorry. So there was a setting I had previously that had so much ink in it. And of course I didn't want to use all that ink, so I didn't. I changed the setting. So in this, what we're going to do today, hopefully I can find that again. And then I'll just start using it because I want to drain all the ink. So then I can then put in the Cosmos ink. And then hopefully get those colors even more popping, okay? Hopefully I won't have to use as much ink on the Cosmos. I'm thinking if I use a lot of ink for the ink I have now, they should come out really good. And then I just use the Cosmos, and then it will be normal amount of ink and it'll still come out good. I know I'm just rambling kind of sort of, but I'm just saying, all right? So this Silhouette Studio we got right here. So I have an Epson 2720. Yeah, Epson 2720. So the first thing you got to be sure of is, listen, I'm not well versed with this daggone thing yet. There it is. Epson. Yes. So you got to make sure that your drivers are all, you've driven everything. So you've been to the site, you've downloaded everything, you got all the drivers that you need, okay? So ensure that you've got all of that because that does make a difference. If you're missing something, you can't be expecting 100% if you're missing 10% of it, if that makes sense, okay? So I know that is, I'm good with that, so I'm gonna X up out of there. Quit, yes. All right, this will be another video because I'm doing order. So let me go back to Silhouette. All right, fine, we got that. So make sure you got that first. So what you want to do is to find something nice and colorful. So I have two screens working right now. So give me 1 second while I make sure that I bring my Google up over here. Okay, so I got that all taken care of. But what I decided to do is to take a look at the printer setup. Okay, let me move that over. So I have 3 printers, okay? So the Brother, I have, it's not plugged in, that's why it says it's offline. So then I have an Epson 2720, that's just a regular printer. Then I have an Epson printer that I turned into sublimation. So people always ask, how do you turn a printer into sublimation? You put sublimation ink in it. Pretty easy. So this is the one obviously we want to work with. So it's sitting here. I don't know how much you can see. Sorry, I'm trying to close in. So my Epson's print, scan, fax, and something else they do, copy. So they're like all-in-ones. Are they the biggest? Absolutely not, but whatever. So there's nothing there, nothing waiting to be submitted, I guess. But before we go through any of this, I was just making sure that the up-to-date version is here. So in order to make sure that you have everything, you want to make sure that your version is up to date based off of what they have on your website, or if you just happen to know. So you may want to check that out. Make sure you have the latest version, because you know you can go to these websites to get the drivers for these printers. So if that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. See what the latest version is. If the latest version is 11, then you probably need to update, just for an example, okay? So this is all good in the hood. All right, so we'll come back to this in a sec. Just make sure you check these things before you go any further, because it makes a difference, all right? All right, so we're back here. All right, to Google. So let's find something to print. So one of the better things to print is a color wheel, because it's going to show you all of the colors that you want to make sure come out. Let me hit images. Really just pick one, you know, any of these. So you want to make sure that the colors, I think it's, excuse me, actually a color chart. Let me not say color wheel, let me say color chart. There we go. That's what we want. So one of these type things right here, it's got all the colors on it, like this. Let me go back. Yeah, it's better to get one of these, okay? Because it has so many colors, and then you can take a look. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to print a few under a few different designs. I'm sorry, after a few prints, which quote unquote is gonna be wasting ink, but you gotta do it in order to see which ones are better, right? So you can take these prints and then you can use it on your test applications, whatever it is that you may use to test on. I would suggest maybe going to Dollar Tree and getting some of those, what is it? Like the things that you clean a car with. You can use those. They're white in there. Anything that's white that's sublimatable in Dollar Tree. I used to use those way back in the beginning to test on. That's what they suggested. So you can do that, or you got a white shirt that you don't care about that you can sublimate on, but you want to test out the colors if you don't want to just go by the amount of ink that you see. Because once I figure out what is better, if it's anything better than what I have, I'm just going to use it. Because again, I'm just trying to get rid of ink at this point so that I can get to the new ink, okay? So let me go ahead and print this, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I actually saved it. That's what I meant to say. My bad, my bad. So here it is. So we want to make it bigger, obviously. Okay. So I have over here, since I want to print, I have letter size paper, no machine, no cutting mat, letter size paper. Okay, that's what I have over here. So I'm gonna turn this around so that we can get full coverage. So I can get full coverage anyway. Make it a little bit smaller to fit into frame and into the print area. Okay, so here's the outline, the print border, so it's all here. Okay, so we want to see it print this deeply, right? These are some good looking colors. This is what we want to see when we print out. So I'm going to go to print. All right, there's the preview. This is how mine works, okay? Everyone's might not be exactly the same. So the printer is the sublimation printer. I don't want default settings. So I have, these are my tests from before. This is the one that goes very, very good. Well, not very, very good. It goes good, but I want it better, okay? So once you find the settings that you want, you save it, and then you come up with names to save right here, okay? I gotta figure out how to delete these if once I come up with the one that's gonna work this time, hopefully, okay? So we're gonna just leave those settings here. So this is for in Epson, okay? Epson 2720, remember that yours will look differently if you don't have a 2720. But you basically still want to just go through them and then make various changes until you get what it is that you need. So for the layout, I leave that crap alone. That means nothing to me. For color matching, I want Epson color controls. It's either that or color sync, which I don't know what that means. I'm gonna leave it at Epson. I'm gonna let Epson do its job. Paper handling. So basically where it feeds from, okay? It already has that. No need to mess with that, right? Cover page, I don't have a cover page, but it's an option, right? Printer features. This is the only thing that matters to me in everything that's here. Why can't I use my mouse over here? Sorry. This is the only thing that matters to me in all of that at this point, okay? So page setup is standard, letter size, paper size is letter size, media type. So this is pretty significant because you're telling the printer what paper you're using. So the choices are obviously, you see plain envelope, ultra premium, premium, photo paper glossy, premium, photo paper, presentation matte, premium presentation matte. What does all that mean? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that I'm not printing photos even though I have pictures. The only one I can eliminate now is envelope, because I'm not printing on an envelope. And one would think if you choose envelope, it's not going to use as much ink as if you were using ultra premium photo paper glossy. So the A sub paper is pretty dull as far as I'm concerned, but I feel like it's dull because it's collecting ink, right? So since I use photo paper glossy, obviously the last thing that I printed, in order to do this video, I'm gonna start at the bottom. So premium presentation paper matte. Grayscale, I always have that off. What does it mean? I have no idea. Mode automatic, standard automatic, standard. I'm gonna leave that alone. Now the print quality is important. I'm gonna choose best quality because I wanna let the printer do its job. So my thought process is if it should be high quality, the best is gonna know that and do it. Same for the rest of it, right? So I'm gonna leave it at best quality, at least this time. Now you can hit mirror image because you know you have to mirror the image when you do sublimation, but I do that personally myself. So I always have this to off. So the color settings are manual because we're doing it. So the Adobe RGB. So it's typically set at Epson Vivid, and from people that I've talked to in the spaces that I've been working in, they say Adobe RGB is what we should be using, and then change this to Gamma 2.2. Don't ask me what it all means. I just follow the direction that's been given to me, and maybe one day I will change it. But for now, we will leave it be, okay? So Epson Color LUT, don't know what it is, but normal sounds about right. And I'm not an advanced settinger. So the advanced settings are off because I'm not gonna make any changes to this. I'm not making changes to that. Nope, nope, those are all the colors. Nope, nope, nope. Scene correction, let the printer do its job, autocorrect. Sharpen, never changed that before, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on just to see what happens, okay? Sharpness option, I'm gonna use high. Let's just see what happens. Digital camera, I'm not using the camera. Image puralizer option, I don't know what that is, I'm gonna leave it. Vendor color matching, I'm gonna leave it. Generic RGB, we spoke about that above, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not doing photos, so I don't care about that. I don't need a border. I'm gonna leave expansion where it is. Epson profile. I think I do need to Epson profile. I think I will choose that because I think that's, I don't know what that is, but I feel like I should have that checked. So we just playing the game, y'all. Y'all need to do the same thing because we got nothing to lose, right? It's RGB at the top, so I'm leaving it. So the media type says photo paper glossy, but I'm thinking it should be the same as this medium. Media type, so premium presentation paper matte. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it. Why it's on here twice, I have no idea. And 360 by 360 DPI is what we typically, the resolution of the pictures is usually where it should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and print, and I'm gonna go get it, and I'll be back. So here's that print. Already, I don't like it. Look at that. It's just as not popping. It's so dull. So it's a no on this setting. So let's do another one. We need something to compare it to. So what I'm gonna also do is just write on it, right? On what we used here. So let's go back to print and then do the next one, right? So I'm gonna write on here and say test 1, and then go down to the printer features. Again, it's all that really matters. And put Preem Paper Matte. Which, so this is something that I printed out to do a tumbler, right? So comparing the two, let me go back a little further. So comparing the two, this is also on A-sub, this is on regular paper. So I took out the A-sub and put regular paper, but neither one of them look good, honestly. I mean, this will work, but I think that the colors need to be darker, so. All right. So let's change to, I'm gonna do, I don't think I want to do anything with photos because I'm not doing any photos, so I'm gonna skip all those. So let me do premium presentation matte. And I'm gonna change this to high quality. I'm gonna do one with vivid too at some point. So let's go back down to the bottom and change that now. Premium presentation paper matte. Yeah, presentation paper, yeah, matte, okay? So we're changing none of that, we're changing none of that, we're changing none of that. And I think I'm gonna let everything be the way that it is, okay? So somebody else had said before also that you should be connected to the printer and you shouldn't use wireless. Well, hell, I got this computer for if I ain't using wireless. I rebuke that. I'm not playing those games. My printer's in the other room. What do I look like carrying this computer every single time, right? So let me see what this one looks like with you. All right, so this looks like it sucks too. Doesn't look much different. Look at that. No difference at all. So this is test 2. And where are these colors at? That's what I want to know. Where are these colors at? That's the goal, y'all. All right, print. So this was presentation paper matte. Okay, so this time I'm going to use plain paper. Still high quality. I'm gonna put best quality. And wait, plain, go down here, plain. And let me take this off because I know I changed that before. So let's just leave that there and I'm gonna leave everything else the same. Third time's the charm. All looks the damn same. all looks the damn same. Now I want to use ink. I can't use the damn ink. So I am going to keep working through. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and use my my saved sub settings. Print that out for you. And then let's take a look and compare that. All right, so this is the color choice that I already have saved. So you can definitely see a difference with the colors. Maybe not so much over here on the right-hand side, but they definitely are darker if you can't see that. But I definitely need to, at minimum, stick with what I have, but I want it darker. So let's see what those settings are, because I just pulled from that. They should be the last used settings. So let me do last use settings and then go to printer features. So it's photo paper, glossy paper. So it's photo paper, glossy paper, best quality, RGB, Adobe 2.0, it's normal. So this is normal. That's not what I thought it was. Don't mess with that stuff. Vendor color matching and Epson profile, none chosen, and then photo paper glossy. So what's the difference is the paper, basically, and the print quality for the most part. So again, you would want to just test it out. That's really the only thing. Keep changing these things and taking the print. I know nobody wants to waste anything, but in order to get to where you need to be, you got to do it. Like, I don't mind doing it, obviously, because I'm trying to get rid of the ink. So I'm just taking the time to do it so that once the ink gets in, you can really see the difference in that blue. So that's good. Yellow looks about the same. The orange is a little darker. A little darker. Maybe it's because it's orange. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to mess around with it a little bit more, see if I can get anything darker out of there. But this is basically what you would need to do in order to work on getting your colors to be more vivid. I'll call it that. So again, make sure all of your drivers are there, and then just test the different settings. Everyone is different. I'm telling you, before I had this MacBook, the colors were awesome. So I did not have a Epson. I'm sorry, I didn't have an Epson printer, or did I? Yeah, I did have the Epson printer. So it's not even the printer. It's definitely something compatibility with the computer, with the printing. So I just say, keep trying. It will come through. Let me know if you get it. Once you get it, you'll get it. Keep trying. Don't give up. I will not be using this crap right here. So it'll come out. It'll look fine. But for me, I don't like it. So maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'll use it for my next craft show, because I got one this weekend. And then this weekend, it'll be my last one for 2 weeks. I get a break next week, the week after. So yeah, let me know how you make out. I'll go ahead and I got to work on an order, so I'll do a video for that and post that this week and try to do another one to save it for later in the week to make sure I keep putting out content. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's something that you want to see. I'll be glad to show it to you, and we'll talk soon.